First up on this broadcast, we're beginning with breaking news that's coming in, and this is about the CLP meeting that is likely to take place tomorrow. So, in the latest, we can confirm to our viewers that the CLP huddle is on the cards, and that is going to take place after both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar return. And this meeting is going to take place post the talks that play out in the capital. So, right now, this is the latest information with us. We have Neha. We have Nyamika and my other colleagues who are joining us, keeping us up to speed with all the latest information that's breaking out. We also have Imran Sabyasachi with us. Let me go across to Nyamika first up. Nyamika, in the latest, you're tracking that the CLP meeting that was scheduled to take place is likely to take place tomorrow after both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah return from the capital. What's happening through the day? Give us a full lowdown.
Well, yes, this is the information which is being told to us by many of the sources within the Congress party, that they have been asked to be on an alert for tomorrow, as it might be possible that the CLP meeting is going to be called tomorrow to hold discussions. As currently, right now, we are standing outside 10 Janpath, which is the official residence of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. This meeting is currently underway, where Siddaramaiah, along with Randeep Singh Surjewala, is having a conversation with Mr. Rahul Gandhi. It was being told officially that Siddaramaiah wanted to thank the party high command, that he was being given an opportunity to serve as the chief minister in the state of Karnataka. But in fact, the sources have also informed that there are deliberations which are currently going on regarding the cabinet expansion, as well as the list which was being prepared by Siddaramaiah about his loyalists that he is demanding that should be inducted in the cabinet. All of these discussions are currently underway because it is very much needed to maintain a caste balance in the state of Karnataka, as Siddaramaiah is one of the tallest leaders, if we talk about the OBCs in particular, as he has been removed from the post of the chief minister. Then it is very much necessary that the caste equation should be maintained, and for that reason, the Congress party is also considering to have multiple deputy chief minister. In fact, there is an alert here as well, as it might be possible that movement will be done here shortly, as right now a car is also coming out. Let us see that who is actually inside that particular car, as it seems like Siddaramaiah is leaving from 10 Janpath. Just in a few seconds from now, the visuals we are going to get on our camera as well. This is the convoy which is leaving from 10 Janpath. You can see in the visuals as well that all of these leaders are leaving. It is Mr. Siddaramaiah who is sitting just in at the front seat. Behind him is Mr. Yatendra Siddaramaiah, who is the son of Siddaramaiah. You can see that all of these leaders are now leaving from 10 Janpath. Not just Mr. Yatendra Siddaramaiah, but in fact KJ George had also accompanied Mr. Siddaramaiah here in this particular meeting. However, I think it seems like Randeep Singh Surjewala is still inside. It is only the Karnataka state leaders who have left from 10 Janpath. At the front seat, it was Mr. Siddaramaiah. Behind him was Yatendra Siddaramaiah, KJ George, as this meeting has now been concluded at 10 Janpath.
Right.
However, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala is still inside. He might also leave here from here very shortly, and there is a possibility that
Yes, so there are more cars that are currently trickling out of 10 Janpath. The action currently is at 10 Janpath. You just saw on your screens the visuals of Siddaramaiah, the chief minister of Karnataka, who resigned yesterday to make way for DK Shivakumar. And right now, we are looking at 10 Janpath. This is Siddaramaiah, who left. Along with him, present in the car was his son, Yatendra, who could also get a cabinet post this time in the cabinet. In the car also was present senior leader of the Congress party from Karnataka, Mr. KJ George. Let me once again go back to Nyamika. All the action currently present, it's 10:05. All the action currently happening at 10 Janpath. Nyamika, what's expected next? So Siddaramaiah has just left, along with his son Yatendra and KJ George. Randeep Singh Surjewala is present in 10 Janpath currently. What's expected through the day? Do you have any information from your sources on what that conversation was about? What are they telling you?
Well, no, Just now, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala has also left from 10 Janpath.
All right.
We are going towards his car only, and let us try that if he will speak to media or not. Let us try and put mic on Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala. However, his car is now leaving from here, as now this meeting has been concluded at 10 Janpath. We have seen that how Mr. Siddaramaiah has completely refused to speak to media, and just now it is Randeep Singh Surjewala also who has left from 10 Janpath after having these deliberations with Mr. Rahul Gandhi here. Back to you.
So, right now, Randeep Singh Surjewala has also left 10 Janpath. Siddaramaiah's meeting with the top brass a day after tendering his resignation has just concluded. So the focus is on the back-to-back huddles that are taking place in the Congress camp in the national capital. Sabyasachi is with us. Along with Sabyasachi, we also have Neha, who's tracking all the details, and also Imran. So we are breaking details from the Siddaramaiah camp. What is the focus on currently, Sabyasachi? There are back-to-back meetings that are lined up. The focus is on what each side is now going to demand. The focus is on what the loyalists are going to get, and if the DK Shivakumar camp is going to be okay with what the Siddaramaiah camp gets, because now the road ahead is going to be extremely crucial for DK Shivakumar. What are you tracking from your sources, Sabyasachi?
Well, definitely. See, the road ahead for DK Shivakumar is going to be extremely crucial, because yesterday we have seen, as per the sources, huge demands has been set across by Siddaramaiah, where he has demanded that 15 of the loyalists of the Sidda camp should be given a cabinet berth, including Siddaramaiah's son, Yatindra, and also the loyalist should be accommodated as the corporation chairman or in the cabinet. Now, it's a huge challenge for DKS going ahead, because he has to fit in all the Siddaramaiah loyalists into the cabinet. And also, talking about Karnataka, the caste factor will also come into play, because Siddaramaiah, who comes from a very strong Ahinda background, and DKS belonging to the Vokaliga community. So it will be expected that all the community will be getting a proper representation in the cabinet. And as per the sources, 4 deputy chief ministers will be chosen. Right now, I'm reporting from outside the private residence of DK Shivakumar here in the national capital. Though from the morning, there hasn't been any movement from his residence. He had landed in the national capital last night. He was not present in the meeting at the residence of Sonia Gandhi. So we have to wait and see whether DK Shivakumar makes any move, or what time does he comes out to meet with the Congress High Command.
And is DK Shivakumar present at his residence there? You've been telling us there's been no movement there. All the activity has been taking place at 10 Janpath. We just saw the cars trickle out of 10 Janpath. The vehicle with Siddaramaiah, his son Yatindra, and also senior Karnataka Congress leader and Energy Minister KJ George. And now also tell us about, is DK Shivakumar, has anybody come to meet him? Is he there at his residence? What is his schedule going to look like through the day?
Well, see, at this particular moment, since the morning, there has not been any movement at the private residence of DK Shivakumar. In fact, several of the media personals are present outside his residence. In fact, we have tried to reach out to him as well as his team, but there has been no communication yet. So we are waiting for the move from DK Shivakumar, whether he's at his private residence or whether he's in any hotel in the national capital. So for that confirmation, we have to wait. But definitely some movement here. A lot of the media personals have come out in front of his residence, and they are waiting for DK Shivakumar.
Right. So Sabyasachi is reporting from outside the private residence of DK Shivakumar in the national capital. The focus now is going to be on what DK Shivakumar is going to do. He is going to be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka, but there are quite a few challenges ahead of him. And 2028, there are also unions and bodies, there are communities and groups who have already shot off some warnings when it comes to the Ahinda caste calculus. Now let's go across to both my colleagues Imran and Neha. Before I come across to both of you to get a sense of what's happening in Bengaluru, let's tell our viewers about what Siddaramaiah said yesterday. He told the media yesterday, while announcing his decision to resign, that it was told to him by the High Command to make way for a new person. that new person being DK Shivakumar, and that he was also offered a Rajya Sabha seat. But he made it official that he declined the Rajya Sabha seat because he wants to remain in active politics in the state. Here's what Siddaramaiah said.
ಈಗ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅವರು ನನಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ವಿನಮ್ರವಾಗಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ನಾನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜ್ಯ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ.
All right, so after that key meeting that took place at 10 Janpath, now Siddaramaiah is going to meet Mallikarjun Kharge, and he's currently also at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. So yes, after meeting Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, Siddaramaiah has reached the residence of Mallikarjun Kharge, and like we've been telling you, accompanying him is his son, Yatindra Siddaramaiah, and along with them is the man who played the role of mediator. And here we're talking about KJ George. Niyamika continues to be with us. Niyamika, back-to-back meetings, lots of activity taking place. Right now, we are hearing that Siddaramaiah has now gone to Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. But what happened in that meeting that lasted between Rahul Gandhi and Siddaramaiah? It possibly was a one-hour meeting. If you could break down more details for our viewers.
Well, yes, indeed. It had taken almost an hour for Siddaramaiah to hold discussions with the Congress High Command, as this meeting had taken place here at 10 Janpath, where Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala was also being present. However, it was being told by Mr. Siddaramaiah that he just wanted to thank the party High Command, but it is being told that there was a discussion which had also taken place regarding the cabinet expansion, as well as Siddaramaiah had also made it very clear to the party High Command when he was being asked to step down that his loyalists and supporters should be given key positions within the cabinet as well as within the organization, and that is the only reason why he had also prepared a proper report that whom he actually wanted to be inducted in the cabinet. Now, as when the oath ceremony will take place, when DK Shivakumar is expected to take oath for the chief ministerial position, it is possible that 10 new ministers are also going to take oath along with him. So all of these changes which are currently on the cards, that is basically going to be discussed here with the party High Command, and the final call is going to be taken, as tomorrow there is going to be a CLP meeting, is what is being told by the sources within the Congress party. So what all changes are going to be made in the cabinet expansion, it might be possible that 10 to 15 ministers from the cabinet are going to be dropped and new faces are going to be inducted, as it is the proposal which was being made by Mr. Rahul Gandhi when this meeting had taken place at Indira Bhavan. So all of these discussions are currently underway, and a final call is going to be taken, which is further going to be communicated to the other senior leaders of the Karnataka.
All right. So for viewers just joining us on this broadcast, getting you back-to-back updates. Update number one, a one-hour meeting took place at 10 Janpath between Siddaramaiah, his son Yatindra, who had also accompanied him, KJ George, and also Rahul Gandhi. Siddaramaiah met both Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. Randeep Singh Surjewala was present in that meeting. After concluding that meeting with at 10 Janpath with Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Siddaramaiah quickly moved to Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. He's meeting the Congress president currently. There is silence currently outside DK Shivakumar's private residence in the national capital, from where Sabyasachi is reporting. But quickly, let's tell you about the role played by one man, KJ George. Now remember, KJ George was present in that car with Siddaramaiah. He is believed to have played the role of a mediator. How did he play that role? Sources are now telling us that KJ George was given the responsibility by the party High Command to convince Siddaramaiah for a smooth transition. KJ George was continuously in touch with Siddaramaiah over his decision. So there was a meeting that took place with Rahul Gandhi. Siddaramaiah went to the residence of KJ George directly and then informed him about the decision of the party High Command. Niyamika is constantly breaking down all those updates. Joining us on this broadcast are also my colleagues Neha and Imran. I'll just come to you before Niyamika actually breaks down how KJ George played a role in convincing Siddaramaiah. Break down those details, Niyamika.
Well, yes, it is a fact that Mr. KJ George has actually played a role of mediator, as the sources have also informed Times Now that how it was a responsibility which was been given by the Congress High Command to Mr. KJ George to actually convince Mr. Siddaramaiah to accept this offer which was being proposed by the party High Command. As when this discussion had taken place, it was KJ George who was being considered as the fit person for this responsibility, because he is very close to Mr. Siddaramaiah, and that is the only reason why Rahul Gandhi, when he had a one-to-one discussion with Mr. Siddaramaiah and asked him to step down from this particular position, Siddaramaiah had gone directly at the residence of Mr. KJ George. He had basically apprised him about the entire situation, that what actually transpired in that particular meeting. And then even today, when Mr. Siddaramaiah had come here at 10 Janpath, it was KJ George only amongst all the senior leaders of the state of Karnataka. It was KJ George along with Mr. Yatindra Siddaramaiah who had accompanied him here at 10 Janpath when he met Rahul Gandhi. So clearly he has played a very important role in this smooth transition for the generational change in the Karnataka Congress.
All right, so KJ George there playing the role of a mediator, convincing Siddaramaiah after Siddaramaiah first met Rahul Gandhi, when it was conveyed to him by the High Command that it's time now for him to make way. Yesterday, Siddaramaiah announced his resignation, but yes, he's in the national capital today, and the focus is on what each side wants. Siddaramaiah has drawn up a list of demands that he has, especially when it comes to how his loyalists must be accommodated. In that demand also comes a role for his son, Yatindra Siddaramaiah. To get us more on the latest, we have Neha coming. Neha who's joining us. There's more inside details from the Congress camp. All Congress MLAs have been told to reach Bengaluru for the CLP meeting. Going back once again to Neha. Neha, the focus now is in the national capital, but you're gathering a lot of information from your sources when it comes to what's expected next. What are the demands that were put forth by Siddaramaiah? What does he want for his loyalists? And what is the next move that we can expect in Karnataka?
Well, you know, it's quite evident, of course, even as you have Chief Minister Siddaramaiah there, of course, now stepping away and making way for a younger leader now to take charge. He's not going to back off so easily. This is what we've been discussing all of yesterday as well. He's going to try and ensure that his loyalists, those who have, of course, you know, stood by him during his most difficult times or during, of course, the most testing times, are elevated and are, of course, you know, given the right amount of course, you know, political lineage per se. As far as this is concerned, of course, one being his son Yatindra, but there are several others as well, you know, who've been loyal to him. And even as we talk about that now, about the entry of the new cabinet and, of course, you know, about new ministers possibly taking over, we're here right now at Crescent Road. You know, evidently, of course, you'd be able to see all protocols coming into play here by the government. At the residence of one of the, you know, ministers' quarters here, you'd be able to see how, in fact, you know, the boards, of course, have started to be covered up now. They're being whitened. In many of the other quarters, they're being taken down as well. And it sure seems like the entire state right now, of course, you know, is gearing up over here for, you know, what one may, in fact, you know, call a new cabinet per se that's taking over. 10 to 15 ministers who are indeed being dropped right now. And that's what sources indicate, but probably a matter of time now before we really start to understand what next for the Karnataka government.
All right, so what next for the Karnataka government? That's the question. And let me go across to Imran. Imran, so while the focus, like we've been telling our viewers, while there's a lot of action taking place from 10 Janpath to Mallikarjun Kharge's residence in the capital to some activity and silence currently outside the private residence of DK Shivakumar. What's happening in Bengaluru? What does the DK Shivakumar camp want now that everyone's aware of the kind of demands that have been put forth by Siddaramaiah? What is the next strategy that's going to play out when it comes to the DK Shivakumar camp?
Well, the most important will be to get as many seats as possible for the DK Shivakumar and his camp followers to be in that cabinet. Their first priority will be that DK Shivakumar takes oath as the chief minister. The CLP is conducted, it goes smoothly, and then no rumblings happen in the CLP. And then we have next to go for is the vote-taking ceremony, the formation of the government. With many people wanting to be in the cabinet there, Rahul Gandhi is already instructed that he wants a young cabinet that transition from old guard to new guard. So we're likely to see more than 15 to 16 sitting ministers to be dropped and the new young cabinet to be inducted. What we're getting to know from sources that when the swearing ceremony happened, 10 ministers likely to take oath. New young ministers will be there, but we have to wait and see what's the latest developments in Delhi has happened, whether that's still there or anything, the changes has happened. But CLP meeting has been called, most likely happen tomorrow evening, and it will happen in Bengaluru and in what resort we're getting to know. And then after that, we'll see that a date for the oath-taking ceremony will be there.
The flurry of activity both in Bengaluru and also in the national capital. But yes, like we've been telling you, the focus is also going to be on the swearing-in ceremony. As per sources, this could take place in about 4 days from now, which is next Wednesday on the 3rd of June. The MLAs also have been asked to move to Bengaluru for the CLP meeting that is expected to take place tomorrow, which is going to be a Saturday. But before that, let's break down more developments that are now coming in, viewers. And viewers, we're going to break it down graphically for you. This is the inside track here on Times Now. DKS's swearing-in is likely to take place on the 3rd of June, like we just told you, like what sources have been telling us. Let's get you part 2 of the inside track that we have here on Times Now. The CLP meeting is likely to take place over the weekend. Tomorrow is what we're hearing from our sources, both in the Congress camp in Delhi and in Bengaluru. And important bit of information that we can share with you is that it is expected that at least 10 ministers could take oath with DK Shivakumar. Who are going to be these ministers? There's a lot of suspense around these names. And information and input number 4 that we have here, our sources are telling us that Rahul Gandhi is seeking younger faces in the cabinet. So what you've seen is a generational shift, and now Rahul Gandhi wants that the Karnataka cabinet should get a more fresh and a more young outlook. So this is the latest information that we have with us. Meanwhile, viewers, let's also take you through what Randeep Singh Surjewala told the media right after that meeting that lasted at 10 Janpath, where he was also present. So that was the meeting between Siddaramaiah. His son Yatindra accompanied him, along with the man who played the role of mediator, KJ George. They were in that huddle for about an hour. And after that, this is what Randeep Singh Surjewala said.
श्री सिद्धारमैया जी आज राहुल जी से मिले. It was a very pleasant meeting and they discussed multiple political issues.
So multiple issues were discussed. It was a pleasant meeting. That's the latest coming in from Randeep Singh Surjewala after the meeting that took place in 10 Janpath. With that, we're going to keep our focus on the political developments in Karnataka. But with that, it's time for us to take a short break. Stay with Times Now.